here in Houston Premier Arena. We want to thank our sponsor here, Peel Pops and Chair Shots, for sponsoring this show. Check those guys out when you get a chance.
From Tulancingo, Hidalgo, Mexico, weighing at 75 kilos, Hermano Chan,
Jimmy making his first appearance here on the Texas Contender Series, Dan. This is a very well-established international talent that we have here inside the ring right now. But someone else who's also making a name for themselves internationally is his opponent. A crowd favorite here in Houston Premier Arena for various promotions. The leader of change himself. As we await the arrival of Chris Carter, as we typically do, I'd like to remind everybody that today is National Kiss a Wrestler Day. Dan, do you have a wrestler in mind that you would like to share and celebrate this day with?
What? Don't ask me these questions, Trent.
and his opponent from the Promised Land. He is a WWF champion, the leader of change, Chris Carter.
Chris Carter, the current PWF champion, as a matter of fact, has a big match upcoming this weekend here in this very building for PWF at Livewire. Full Cage Lockdown, a show where every match will take place inside of a steel cage. Tickets are available right now. You might want to not miss that opportunity this weekend here in Premier Arena to see this man defend that PWF championship. Chris Carter, the last time we saw him here at the Texas Contender Series was back at Texas Contender Series 23, just a couple of shows ago. He was victorious against Pac Ortega. Very well fought matchup by both individuals, but Carter coming out victorious. And Dan, I wonder if Carter coming out with that championship right there seems to intimidate Jimmy at all.
Well, I don't think so. Jimmy has been in these predicaments before. From all that I understand about Jimmy, he's been around for quite a while down in Mexico. He's faced champions, he's beaten champions, he's been champion himself. So seeing someone across the ring, that's more of a motivating factor than it is any sort of intimidation, especially from Chris Carter.
Well put. Yeah, Jimmy, very well-established competitor coming out of the Crash promotion down in Tijuana, Mexico, owned by Conan. So definitely somebody of that caliber. You know, Conan has a very strong eye for talent, as we know, discovering Rey Mysterio back in the day.
Oh, absolutely.
As the two lock up right now, either one of these guys trying to get an early advantage. One slight mistake, that's all it'll take for either one of these competitors to take advantage and seize that opportunity for a victory here tonight in this opening contest. Jimmy taking Carter down. It's a wise move by Jimmy, as Carter is a very established high flyer. Off the ropes goes Jimmy. Shoulder blocking Carter, off the ropes he goes and sends Jimmy down to the mat. Oh, Carter handspringing right over Jimmy, ducked on that clothesline. Huracan Rana takeover right there by the leader of change. This crowd here in Houston Premier Arena loving it. Oh my, Jimmy with a boot and a Huracan Rana of his own. Up and over to the ropes right there. Carter twisting through. Oh, connecting with the enziguri right there, sending Jimmy out of the ring. Oh, here comes Carter. Suicide dive right onto our entranceway. Chris Carter saying that this is too easy. Hopefully he's not taking Jimmy lightly here. But right now, with the strong early advantage is Chris Carter, as he's having Jimmy take a seat and a chop right there in our front row. As I say over and over, Dan, front row seats are a bargain for these shows here at Texas Contender Series. As you see the fans right in the middle of the action.
Well, absolutely, especially when you got a guy like Chris Carter on the card. He's going to start his matches hot. He's going to be doing big dives, throwing guys into the chairs, doing chops in your lap. That's why he's so popular here at the Houston Premier Arena. Personally, I could do without the guy. Look, it's a little too much leather for me. What do you think, Trent?
I mean, personally, I think where we are here in Houston, Texas, leather's a very bad fashion choice with the heat involved.
See, I've been trying to tell you, this guy's crazy.
Oh, well, nobody's definitely questioned the mentality of Chris Carter. A lot of times watching his matches, I've asked myself, what kind of mindset must this guy be thinking to do the things that he does? Death-defying maneuvers and aerial assaults. And there's a cover by Jimmy. Only a 2 count. But Chris Carter will definitely throw caution to the wind with his body, doing whatever it takes for a victory.
Well, you got to think, every time someone gets in the ring with Chris Carter, in the back of their mind, they got to think, is this the match that Chris is going to do something so crazy that I might pick up an easy win?
Very good point. Very good point. If people scout Chris Carter.
Or to maybe even bait him into that sort of situation.
Oh, there's a big running knee right there. And the cover. And no baiting in right there with that running knee into the face of Jimmy. Chris Carter definitely taking advantage here. Majority of this matchup thus far. Whoa, Jimmy pushing him off with that stomp. Oh, jumping right over Carter right there. And a huge arm drag by Jimmy. Up on the middle rope. There's a missile drop kick onto Carter, almost sending him out of the ring. Oh, it does. Carter going all the way out to the outside there. Now Jimmy taking advantage. Sends a kick to Carter, and now as Carter and Jimmy on the outside, Carter going face first right into the wall here in Premier Arena. And somebody's not going to get their chair deposit back tonight. There's a cover.
Trent, I don't think these were depositors. I think these are house chairs.
Wow. Either way. Carter springboard off the middle rope, sending Jimmy off the ropes. Oh, there's a boot to the face. These two speedy as can be off the ropes. And there's a roll-up right there. Clever by Carter. Only a 2 count. Nobody home on that clothesline. And Jimmy picks him up, slams him down. Oh, and there's a crucifix roll-up right there by Jimmy. Only a 2 count. This action fast and furious thus far.
Jimmy trying to get a quick one there. But you remember in matches like this, where there's a lot of high flying, a lot of high risk, at the end of the day, you might need to win with a wrestling move. And I think Jimmy might have the one-up on Chris Carter in that department.
It looks like we're just going to old-fashioned brawling right there. Strikes just traded. Oh, there's a kick to the jaw. Carter going with a forearm. Jimmy chasing right after him. Now these two are just going straight at it with one another. Off the ropes they go. Ducking clotheslines. Oh, a double crossbody. Both men thinking the same thing there. And both men are down. Like a head-on crash on I-10. Referees count up to 5. Crowd here trying to will on. their favorites. Jimmy motioning that this is going to be it right here as he picks up Carter, slams him down. He heads up straight to the top rope. What could he be going for here? Oh, rolling through. Nobody home. Carter, we get out of the way. Oh! Carter going for a springboard, but met with a drop kick. There's a cover, and only a 2 count.
You know, like I was saying before, I think Jimmy baited him into that.
Oh!
Well,
A big super kick right there. Carter goes up.
Holy
and meets
God.
it with the destroyer. And the God Cutter by Chris Carter. This could be it right here. Cover. And that is it.
Here's your winner, the PWF champion, Chris Carter.
Chris Carter connecting with the God Cutter on Jimmy, putting this match away in the win column for himself. And what momentum right there, Dan, for Chris Carter, sealing a victory here only 2 days prior to his big title defense at PWF's Livewire.
we know ever since coming back from Mexico, Chris Carter has been on a different level. Making friends along the way, as we can see here. But when it comes to championship matches and being in that championship spotlight, that is where Chris Carter shines.
Well, Chris Carter taking some tours down in Mexico, definitely